I want to make something clear. The investigation to this point shows clearly that this was an intentional act of homicide and will be investigated as such.
A Marion County Sheriff's deputy is dead.
Investigators say an inmate trying to escape from the Criminal Justice Center attacked him.
Deputy John Durham was 61 years old.
Durham spent nearly 4 decades serving the community with the Marion County Sheriff's Office.
This afternoon, a procession taking his body from the hospital to the coroner's office.
We do have team coverage of this developing story.
We begin with Caitlin Kendall, who is live outside of Eskenazi Hospital, where Deputy Durham was pronounced dead.
Caitlin, what are you learning about his life?
Nicole and Mark, I'm learning a lot about his life. Deputy John Durham committed his life to serving his community. 38 years as a deputy for the Marion County Sheriff's Department. And his commitment to his community, well, it stretched beyond his life, going into his family's life and his kids' life. I'm told his 2 sons are serving in the Air Force overseas right now, so they're giving back to their community. And another one of his sons is currently going through the Detention Deputy Academy. His wife, she's been a deputy with the department working in the medical center since the 90s. And many of his brothers also served as deputies. But it was that dedication to serve that his son was hoping to embody in a future career.
Needless to say, they're in shock. I mean, his son is out there at the Detention Deputy Academy today, and I'm sure he went there today to follow in his father's footsteps. And at the end of the day, he said, I don't know what I'm doing now. You know, he started a day thinking he had a new career, and some other inmate ended his father's life on a day that he was probably celebrating, a month from now, to have him come to that graduation.
Now, one of his sons I did speak to that says they're confused and trying to understand what all happened today. They're, of course, heartbroken as well, but they tell me they are grateful for all the prayers from the community tonight. Deputy Durham will receive full fallen hero honors that started with his body being escorted from here at Eskenazi to the coroner's office, where the autopsy will be performed. I'm live outside Eskenazi. Caitlin Kendall, WRTV.
Just heartbreaking to hear there, Caitlin. Thank you. We now go to WRTV's Rachel Wilkerson.
Yeah, she is live tonight outside of the Criminal Justice Center on the southeast side of Indy.
Rachel, what can you tell us about the attack itself?
Now, Mark and Nicole, the attack happened inside the Sally Port here at the Criminal Justice Center around 11:30 this morning. The sheriff's office says inmate Orlando Mitchell was returning from a hospital visit when he attacked Deputy John Durham. He then stole the jail wagon, drove it through the gates of the Criminal Justice Complex, and crashed into a nearby utility pole. Witnesses tell me they saw Mitchell speeding in the wagon moments before he crashed. We were on scene shortly after it happened and saw deputies and Metro Police swarm the area, quickly taking Mitchell into custody. One deputy was treated on scene for minor injuries. Mitchell is at Eskenazi Hospital, where he will be placed under arrest for murder once he's been released. There is surveillance video of the incident. Detectives and the Marion County Prosecutor's Office have watched it.
I want to make something clear. The investigation to this point shows clearly that this was an intentional act of homicide and will be investigated as such.
The Marion County Prosecutor's Office and IMPD Crime Lab were on scene. The sheriff says everyone here is shaken up, and as you heard, they described Deputy Durham as a great guy. Reporting live at the CJC, I'm Rachel Wilkerson, WRTV.
Rachel, thank you. Governor Eric Holcomb released a statement on the death of Deputy John Durham. It says, quote, "It pains me to attempt putting into words again the unfathomable loss of a man in uniform who was protecting Hoosiers from harm's way. Marion County Sheriff's Deputy John Durham made the ultimate sacrifice, and we owe him our utmost gratitude."
Our WRTV Investigates team has learned the suspect, Orlando Mitchell, has been in the Marion County Jail since September 2022.
He's awaiting trial for the 2022 murder of his former girlfriend, Crystal Walton. Mitchell is accused of shooting and killing Walton outside of an Indianapolis daycare after she dropped off her children. Mitchell shares a son with Walton. He's scheduled to go to trial in that murder case on October 24th of this year.
When he was arrested for Walton's murder. Body camera footage showed IMPD officers shot Mitchell, who they say was armed with a rifle at the time.
WRTV Investigates found Mitchell had been violent on other occasions as well. Just last July, Mitchell pleaded guilty to domestic battery following an incident in which he allegedly threatened to kill Crystal Walton. He received a year probation in that case, but prosecutors say he violated his probation. Prosecutors filed charges against Mitchell for invasion of privacy, intimidation, and residential entry following an August 2022 incident at Walton's home. Weeks later, she was dead. The invasion of privacy, intimidation, and residential entry criminal charges are also pending and are scheduled for a hearing in October as well. We are continuing to follow this developing story. Any new information we get about the death of Marion County Deputy John Durham will be bring it to you right here on WRTV, on WRTV.com, and on the WRTV app.